For the first time, we're actually going east now. We're not going west anymore because we decided it's time to turn back. Gotta get back to Sweden at some point, you know. So let's flip the boat and head out of here.
Today we're motoring home after several weeks of just sailing around in Norway, in Denmark, and in Sweden. It's the end of the season, the summer season of sailing for the whole family. So there probably won't be much more sailing done. But it's time instead to start the project season. We have about 310 days left until our big adventure. We still have some work to do on the boat, a lot of work to do on the boat, but also the house, schools, society, work, all that stuff, all the planning. And this is where we're also going to tell you what we do and how we prepare for an adventure like this. So yeah, not much more sailing to be done from now for a couple of months, but instead preparations for our big adventure.
Good morning. Today the whole family is going up to Orust to visit Orust boat show. It's a show that has a special place in our hearts. It's where we bought our boat Eden 5 years ago to the date. So we're going up there, see some boats, and then have a lovely dinner tonight and spend the evening at Orust. Last time we was here it was midsummer, so it's about 2 months later right now.
Now this is one of the bridges we actually pass under when we're out sailing.
so we see this bridge pretty much every summer. Skåpesundsbro. So now we have arrived finally at Elløs. We have the boat show over there at the Halberasø shipyard. And you might recognize this place. It's where we usually reside when we're at Elløs. We have the marina down there where we usually keep the boat. But today we're heading over to the Orust boat show at Halberasø. So this is the Orust boat show. It's for Sweden, it's quite big. Internationally, it's not that big, but this is the actual boat show where we bought our boat 5 years ago on this very dock. We were just walking around like we do today, looking at different boats, seeing some models, seeing what's clever. But the thing is, when we walked past the boat that was supposed to be ours, you can see in our what we took pictures of and what we noticed a lot of clever solutions. We noticed that this boat was a size that we were looking for. It turns out, okay, we need something like a 42 foot to actually get 4 cabins, because that was really important for us. We wanted 4 cabins, not something brand new, because it's our first own boat, so we can't afford anything. We needed something that was reasonably priced, and the 4 cabins sailed quite all right. That wasn't really a priority, but we wanted space so that we could live on board for a long time. And so we find the boat called something else at that time, for sale here at the boat show. We went in, looked at it, it was nice. We even took some photos, we made some recordings of clever solutions, and then we walked out and walked around the whole show again. And over we kept coming back to this boat, going on board it again, seeing okay, it looks quite nice again. Yeah, this. And we started talking about, what if we could buy it? No, we're not supposed to buy a boat. We can't buy a boat now. We haven't planned to purchase a boat. We were in no place to buy a boat at that time. But we really liked it. And so we walked around and started thinking, could we actually buy a boat now? Eventually, we decided, let's see what we can do about buying a boat. And we started talking to the broker about purchasing the boat. And a couple of hours later, the whole deal was settled. And we actually sailed away from the show. That was our first test sail, sailing the boat away from the show. Quite naive if you buy a boat these days, not to do a more in-depth examination of it, but we were lucky. The boat was perfect for us. And yeah, now suddenly we had a boat. That was 5 years ago. So at this boat show, a lot of the more local Swedish brands are here. Like you have Najad, of course you have Halberasø, they run the show partly. And you have Linjet, also from Sweden. We have Arcona Yachts and Bavaria here. They all exhibit new boats, what they have in their new fancy models, but also there's a large second-hand market here where you can actually see the boats that you're about to purchase. So that's what we did when we walked around here. We were looking at boats that could potentially be ours. But if you're interested in Halberasø, we got them all lined up here. Just pick your poison. All the way from the small 34 foot up to the largest ones as well. And not what we're going to purchase today yet, though. Some other time. And so we leave the boat show. We've seen all the boats we wanted to see, and we actually didn't manage to purchase a new one, which is good, because then we would have to sort of refit that one as well.
It would have been expensive.
Yeah, it would have been expensive. Also a bit of a problem having 2 boats. And so we're heading back after a weekend at Elløs, where we visited we actually visited the boat show twice, just to make sure we saw everything. Actually met our first followers as well. That was quite fun.
Yeah.
And so now we're heading back again over the waters, where we actually sail every summer. And we thought, why not give us a tour about why we purchased the boat? What was the sort of key points for us when we found the boat here 5 years ago? So now we're going to make a little introduction to the boat, why we chose it, what the kind of model it is, and what it looks like, so we can walk through the boat and actually see what we're going to sail away with. But for that, we need to go back home first. So yeah, let's just take the car back and do that, okay? Now we're back from the boat show.
and saw a lot of new boats, but we thought, why not just show you all the old papers, why we bought the boat, what was the thing that got the attention for us to buy this particular boat at the boat show 5 years ago. We snapped a few photos while seeing the boat for the first time. One of the things was this convertibility of being 3 or 4 cabins. That was really convenient for us, because right now we need 4 cabins, but in the future perhaps 3 cabins and a really nice master or owner's cabin would be better. So this boat actually can convert between 3 or 4 cabins, and it also had a really nice price for some reasons I'll show you later. But we also took a video a couple of minutes after signing the papers, just showing for everyone else wondering what kind of boat it is. And we have this video right here. So let's just take a look at it and see what the boat looked like when we bought it. And as you see here, this is a salon. It's a quite big, roomy, very high ceiling, and the ceiling is actually white as well, so it's quite spacious. We have 2 cabins in the rear here, and also one of the heads. So this is where we stay now, where we sleep. It's not the owner's cabin, but it's most convenient for us. And this is where Lucas sleeps, so he has a double bed. Convenient for him, but not a lot of storage. And yeah, here's the salon, nice and bright and roomy. And the kitchen is quite big as well, which we need for cooking for the whole family. And up here, we're in front, in the bow, we have the owner's cabin right now. So it's not converted. Right now it's a 3-cabin version, where the owner's cabin can sleep nice and roomy, but you also have a bunk bed or a couch with backrest and some storage behind the door. And the owners actually have their own head as well. So when we convert this into a 3-cabin version, then we can have a nice roomy space up there. But yeah, this is what the boat looked like when we bought it. It pretty much looks the same right now, but yeah, this is what we filmed in the very first beginning at the Orust sailboat show. So you can actually see the dock where it's at in the show. And as we go outside, we just get a glimpse of the boat show from that day. And yeah, a couple of hours later, we're sailing away from the show with the owners, and we get the first test sail. So we didn't actually go for a test sail until we bought the boat. It had been surveyed, so we had all the points. And in the survey, they found quite a lot of minor problems, depending on what kind of person you are. The autopilot wasn't working, the heads weren't working, and there were some other minor issues as well. All of this saw that we could quite easily fix, most likely. So the price was really good for this type of boat. It's a 42 foot and 4 cabins is really what we needed. And yeah, so we made the deal then and there and sailed it back home. The owners dropped us off eventually halfway home, and instead we took the car from there and ended up at home, serving some bubbles and celebrating the new boat actually. So when we bought the boat, we had a sort of faint dream of perhaps we could be sailing away one day, but it was really just a dream.
Before we bought this boat, we didn't own our own boat. It was Joseph's family boat that we sailed and maintained. It was an Albin Cumulus, 28 foot. It was a bit of a puzzle just to be able to stay on board it. So when we found this boat, it was a hallelujah moment. It is so spacious. Compare it to the old boat.
So now you've seen how we got the boat. This is the story of how we got it. Immediately when we bought it, we actually didn't sail it at all. We hauled it out for the winter and did some projects immediately, fixing all the problems that it had. So these are the things that we did on the very first winter that we had it.
And this is, we talk about 2019.
Yeah, 5 years ago. Yeah.
5 years ago.
after all the projects were done, we put it into the water again and started sailing with a much bigger boat. Best summer ever. First summer.
It was
Right?
great.
It was fantastic
Yeah.
living on a boat properly for the first time. Now we're waiting to haul out the boat again to do some winter projects, but that's for another time. So now I'm saying bye.
We are saying bye.
Okay, we are saying bye.
Bye.
So we are saying
Bye.
Yeah, see you some other time.